Wednesday in my area. It is mostly sunny. It kind of is clouded up a little bit. I'm looking out my windows. Um, it's just a lovely day. If you're able to get out and be outside and do something fun, then that is definitely something I want to do. So today, I just wanted to remind every proverb that I kind of started this whole little series with, which is anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. So, what good words have you heard that have been uplifting to you? And I think it might be kind of fun if we wrote those down, right? Not we, you share them with me unless you want to, but really getting like a journal or a piece of paper or your phone with a notes app and writing down those good words, because sometimes we forget them, right? When we're feeling super stressed, we forget all of the good things and all the good words and the things that people say to us that are really meaningful and uplifting. So that is going to be your assignment for today, is write down some words and also check out other good words. And the internet these days can be a little bit of a dicey place. Don't know if you've noticed, but whoa. So sometimes finding those good uplifting things can be a little bit tough. So, if you go to YouTube, there is the John Krasinski show, Some Good News, which is great. Lots of uplifting stuff in there. You could search for puppy videos or kitten videos, whatever makes you happy and makes you feel life and uplifted and all of those things. So that's just, a few things to look at and think about the good words. And then what good words can you give people? Because it's awesome when we receive good words, but we can also give them. So who do you know right now in your life that needs a little bit of uplifting? Who needs some encouragement? Who could you give a good word to? Could you shoot a text to somebody that you're like, hey, I'm thinking of you? Could you just say, hey, you know what? I see you out there. I see you working so hard, or taking care of your family, or God forbid, being a homeschooling parent of younger kids. Oh my gosh, I have so much respect for you. What what person in your life needs a little bit of an atta girl or atta guy, right? We all need those words. And there's an interesting thing that when we give them, we also get benefit from them. What? I know. It feels really good to make someone else feel really good. And again, these good words should be genuine, right? We're not blowing sunshine up somebody's hiney or something. They should really be meaningful, genuine, kind words. And that can be something that you think about doing. It's sort of like that concept of paying it forward, or when we hop in to line at Starbucks and people paid for our drink in front of us or whatever. And I know there's much less hopping into line these days, but shooting a gift card to somebody, or just whatever you can do is great. And truly, the words themselves, if you don't have gift card money available, are great. They're enough. And I see, somebody commenting here that they lost a dear friend, and I am sorry for that. Oh my gosh. That is really, really hard. And those are the things that happen in people's lives where they need that good word, right? So a good word for you, Miss Kim, thank you for commenting, is that you are loved and adored. You are precious. And your friend is so lucky to have had you, because grief means that there was a lot of love there, a lot of deep love, and that's wonderful. And those things, those words, that love can be so incredibly important. So that's going to be kind of part 2 of your Wednesday homework. And let's give some good words to others and write down like who you gave them to, right? You can do like old school, like with actual pen and ink and things. Or you can do it with a, notes app or something like that. But just notice and, think of that person and give them encouragement. And follow up. If you reach out to somebody and give them a good word and they're like, man, it's been a hard day, then follow up, give them another good word, right? Shoot them some good words later in the week. And that can just be a really cool, wonderful rhythm. There's a lot of research that shows that when we kind of get out of our own heads and stop looking at just our problems and struggles, that it can help us feel better, especially when we actually help others. And giving good words is a way to help others. And we want to lower our anxiety. Now, again, this doesn't minimize the junk we're going through. We all have stuff. And, just because somebody else has a broken leg doesn't mean your broken arm doesn't hurt. But we want to be able to give that love as well as receive it. So those are my thoughts for today, and I hope that they are helpful. I also want to give just a quick little good word to all of our graduates. I see a number of seniors in high school, and this has been a year, right? Oh my goodness, 2020, boy, came in like a lion. And so know that they're having a tough go. And our seniors, they're going to need extra good words, right? Their whole senior year, everything they dreamed of, maybe even since kindergarten, has been shifted. I know even my own high schooler who isn't a senior this year, but is facing just the change of what he thought his freshman year was going to look like, grieved deeply when the governor announced that school would not go back this year. And that, is compound for our seniors. So what good words can we give our seniors? What good words can we send them off into the world with that can bring them life, give them life? And if you have a senior, do people know, right? And maybe put out something to friends like, hey, could you shoot my senior some messages? Or, hey, could you, write a card and like mail it in actual mail with like little stamps, those things that still exist and like mail them something, because that can make people feel really good. We all have a need to be noticed, to be loved, and to be cared for. And when we receive those good words, we feel like, oh man, I'm noticed, I matter. And we give them, the person that receives them feels like they are noticed and they matter. So I'm going to leave you with that this week. Next week, we have an incredibly special guest. I'm super excited that Dr. Adam Matthews of Matthews Counseling is going to join me, and we are going to be speaking to the fellas. So I'm pretty stoked about that. And for folks who are interested in maybe a faith-based session on Saturday, May 2nd, at 10 a.m. Eastern, we are going to live stream on YouTube. It's going to be me and a buddy of mine, Pastor Joe Gwines of the Redeemer's Place in Davie, Florida. And we're going to talk about keeping our minds, going well and taking every thought captive. There's this verse in the Bible about taking every thought captive. And lots of people wonder what that means and like, how do you do it? So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to come away with practical skills that actually tell you how. So not only are you going to get the life-breathing scripture, but you're also going to get some practical skills that'll help you actually do it. So feel free to join us. There's an event on this Facebook page that you can RSVP for, and it has the YouTube link in it. So you just join us on YouTube on Saturday morning. Otherwise, we will see you back here next Wednesday at 12:10 p.m. with Dr. Adam Matthews, and I am stoked about him joining us. See you guys next week. Have an amazing day.